Hey guys, it's Autumn here, and today we start this video in the city of Atlas in a new campaign. The campaign that Alexander is in, by the way, we are not finished with that. We are taking a break from it to play something else while our DM works on our storyline more. So we start in the city of Atlas in the campaign that my lovely girlfriend Katie has been working on very, very, very hard at creating and making it perfect. And I wanted to introduce you guys to North the Frigid, a level 1 wizard goblin who stands out like a sore thumb in this city, full of racist humans who want nothing to do with monstrous creatures and other humanoid forms that are not strictly human or elvish. Or gnomes or halflings. Like, they're treated, anybody with a different skin tone or different appearance is treated rather poorly in this city. So North, being quite cunning, has decided to take on a disguise in the form of a human girl. She looks like a human child, basically. But beneath that guise, she normally wears the bottom drawing that you're seeing me do right now, the one with the goggles and the bandages to cover up her rather green tinted skin and to hide her glowing yellow goblin eyes. And she uses this as an underlayer to her disguise in order to kind of cover up, for a better word, the bright green that could otherwise show beneath her minor illusion spell when she pretends to be a human child. She has a single streak of blue hair that is tucked either behind her ear or falls very, very flat against her face to cover up a scar left across her eye. So, now that I've gotten to explaining North, you're probably wondering, okay, thanks for the description and stuff, but can we get into the interesting things? North was part of a band of 4, now a band of like 6 or 7, I think. I'm trying to remember how many people are in the campaign now. She was part of a group of 4 who they dubbed themselves the Odd Quad, which included Iroh, the Paladin Dragonborn, Bernard, the Human Archivist. Archivist? No, that's not the word. Oh, I don't remember. He does fancy things with magical items. I can't remember the word. But, and Neliel, the half-elf, I believe. Checks notes. Believing half-elf. Yes, half-elf rogue. Oh, he's a gunslinger. Sorry. Bernard's a gunslinger. Neliel is a rogue. And they were on a path to bring back their fawn friend Edward to his home area in the woods outside of this town. North immediately became friends with Iroh, the giant fire-breathing dragonborn in their party, simply because he was warm, and North tends to be extremely cold. She has been sort of cursed, because she was cast out from her home, and I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Her hands tend to turn to literal ice when she casts ice spells, because that is most of her arsenal. She is cursed because she killed all of her brothers and sisters while learning how to control her magic in a burst of blind fury at one of them and managed to kill all of them with simply using the wrong spell. So she is now on a path to rid herself of this curse and make things better. She was banished from her home and her goblin clan and found her way to the city in hopes to find someone to help her control her magic better and become a more powerful wizard with more knowledge. On her sleeve in the last drawing that you saw, it gets cut out for some reason at the end of the Procreate ones. I'm not entirely sure why. But there were supposed to be frost crystals arcing up her sleeves and little bits of frost at the hems of her gloves, because she is constantly, her hands are constantly cold and constantly creating frost, basically. So I wanted to include that in that image. This drawing is going to go from something entirely different to North, so just hang in there. This was going to be a present for Katie, but it ended up not turning out the way I wanted it to. And instead, I turned it into a drawing of North. And this drawing of North is the human version with the blonde hair and the crystal blue eyes. It's supposed to be that way, so that way, I wanted to include the blue and the white, because her streak of hair turns white when she uses her powers. So her hair is like a white blonde, and her eyes are like a super crystalline blue. I also softened some of her features. Her eyebrows are more curved and soft. Her ears are humanoid ears. Her nose is softer. She's dropped the sharpened goblin teeth that I include in almost every drawing of her. And she just looks like a very simplistic human girl. She also still dons the copper earrings that she wears in her goblin form. Her little brooch that she wears is one of the ways that she helps control her powers. It was a gift, not necessarily a gift, but it was sort of a parting gift from her parents as this will help slow down your curse, but not forever. This next drawing was supposed to be North with her cat, Familiar Shadow, but I'm not very good at drawing cats, so instead it's just North kind of meditating and looking very peaceful. And I really like the way this one came out, because I was trying to figure out how to draw her in 3/4 view without making her look weird, because the shape of her jawline is interesting. It's meant to kind of mimic Nott's from CritRole, because I thought that was a really pretty way to draw a goblin, even though they tend to be kind of horrific looking. So she's kind of chilling. You can see more of her outfit, more of her, like, what she wears, and just most of her scars. A lot of them are from fighting and trying to stay safe and being treated rather poorly. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this, but North, in the last session of our campaign, tried to cast Chromatic Orb, and you'll see it in the next picture, the final one of this video. She kind of gets these like super thick crystal ice gloves when she casts higher level ice magic, and she cast Chromatic Orb and had this happen, but she missed with like a 12 on freaking bullywogs, which are frog creatures, and I was so mad that I just said North probably shot the ice from her gloves at a bullywog, and it was great. Of course it didn't hit, but it was so funny. I can't wait to get to higher level magic spells with her, higher level ice spells, because it'll be so much fun to do that and be able to pull it out. Because this final image is her getting extremely upset about someone trying to hurt, presumably Iroh, because she's very close friends with Iroh, and threatening them to the point that she actually nearly casts a spell or casts a spell to kill them, which probably isn't a good thing. But so here's the final image. It's meant to be her extremely upset, and you'll notice with a lot of these I go back and I take the first illustration that I did of North, the one that shows like how her eyes and everything are shaped, and I'll trace around the face shape, especially when it's a front view like this, just to make sure I get it right. But this is the extremely angry North, and I imagine this is her casting some high level spell, like there's ice rain or something like that. I can only imagine this is her casting something like that on somebody who hurt Iroh. Her eyes are glowing, the streak in her hair is glowing, her brooch is glowing, everything is glowing with ice magic. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry for talking so long, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone!
Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to check out another one over there, and if you want to see the full playlist for this series, check out over here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!